Hey guys, welcome back to RTR. Today I just want to talk about torque wrenches. So first off, this is what a torque wrench looks like. So if you're new to torque wrenches, you might be a little confused on, well, how they work. So the point of a torque wrench is to make sure that you get things tightened down to specific weights. That way you don't over tighten it or you don't under tighten it, so that way it'll be locked into place at the right poundage. So this is mostly, most people are probably going to use it on lug nuts. That's going to be your biggest thing. But there's lots of other bolts on your vehicle that need to be torqued down to certain specifications. So first off, this is what a torque wrench looks like. It just looks like a giant socket. So there's your bit there on the end. That's about a 1/2 inch bit. They do come in different sizes. This one is from Lexavon, very nicely made, very heavy duty. So this is just this one only goes up to about 150 foot-pounds. They do make ones that go up to like 250. It'll be a little bit bigger than this. This one's about 17 inches long and about 3 pounds, but they're very, very heavy duty, made out of steel. So now, how do we go about setting the weight on this thing? So first off, at the bottom here, there's going to be kind of a lock. This thing will turn clockwise and counterclockwise. So in order to unlock it, you go turn counterclockwise until it stops. And then at that point, you can start turning this up. So say my lug nuts on my F-150 are going to be torqued at 100 foot-pounds. So you're going to start spinning this thing. So in the United States, it's going to have torque pounds on one side, and the other side will have Newton meters, which most of the time you probably won't use those. We mostly use torque pounds. So we're going to go to 100 torque pounds. So you're just going to keep spinning that thing. And as you can see, it's going up. So we'll go to 100 foot-pounds. And there we go. So you can see the 100 on that side, and that actually goes down to, that side, the 100, and that arrow kind of goes down to the main line, and that's where you're going to want to line it up, and it should be on the 0. The 0 means you're at exactly 100 pounds. So now if you wanted to go to like 105 pounds, you kind of just keep turning it, and so that'd be 102 pounds, 104 pounds, things like that. So mostly you'll be at probably increments of 10. So there you go. So there's 100 pounds. So now what you're going to do is lock this into place, and now you're good to go. So now I'll show you on my lug nuts here. So I'm going to grab my sockets, and I'll see you by the tire. So the first thing you want to do is look in your owner's manual and see if there's an actual number of what these need to be torqued down to. This is an F-150. It's going to be torqued to about 100 foot-pounds. So you got your torque wrench, then you're going to have to get your sockets here. So I believe mine is a 21, so we'll get the extender on it. Yours might not have the extender, so we'll hook it onto here, and there we go. So now we're ready to go. You can make sure that these actually fits your lug nuts right. So that's the one that fits right. So we'll tuck that on, and again, we already had that set to 100 foot-pounds. So now what we're going to want to do is just go and tighten these up to the point where you start hearing a click. And you're going to want to make sure that you push down on the handle here. Don't push down here or anywhere else. Push down here, and then you're going to hear a click. And that means that it's already at that weight. So as you can hear there, you can hear the click. That's the clicking sound saying that you're already at the weight that you're supposed to be at. So there you go. And once you hear that click, you're done. Don't keep going. Just give that one click and you're good to go. So there you go, guys. And then make sure when you're done with this, make sure you take your sockets off, put those away. And one major thing to remember is always loosen this back up now. And then you're going to want to wind this back down so it's at the lowest setting that it possibly can be. Usually goes down to about 10 pounds, and then lock it back into place. That's going to preserve the spring that's inside, so when you're using it, that spring's going to be, well, tightened up. So if you leave it in that position, it might lose some of its spring, so just make sure you set it back down to 0 before you're done.